today we get 1v1, the last 1.08 tournament. We're gonna have RandoM and Ak3La facing one another. It's game 2 in the round 1, and as we can see we got different openings actually. Ak3La starting with Slaughterhouse and Hararian Palace to maybe creep some warclers on the left side or maybe on the middle. Why RandoM decided to go for 2 Slaughterhouses and then Orc Pits, actually 2 Orc Pits, and a scout with, of course, Eye of Sauron. While Ak3La decided to go for Tenderland, so it seems that he'll definitely be in defense, 50% of armor, definitely on defense, going into the Esterlings without Eye of Sauron, so without ability to creep farewell this troller. Even if they're gonna, if Esterlings will receive level 2, it's going to be really hard for Ak3La to creep other spot, which is troller next to the warclar. Really, you don't want to go backward towards this middle side warclar. And the Orc Pit up of only 2 Slaughterhouses, not looking good. He's just scanning his opponent. It seems that haven't been take the races, they just choose them, they just go random. Yeah, actually RandoM decided to go Mordors and he just scouted his opponent, so it looks like that Ak3La decided to just find out what he's planning to do. And we can see that we got orcs all over the place actually. As we can see, RandoM is going definitely to scout his opponent, check out the warclars, every last of the warclars. This is why this orc battalion is heading towards the downside over here. And as we can see, Ak3La just received level 2 bat and resources, so he'll boost his economy for a bit. But he's going with another Orc Pit. He doesn't have economy pretty well set up. Only 2 Slaughterhouses not enough. Actually, first in the way, a little bit too late. And he's facing orcs, of course. They will definitely be killed, but he wastes so much time with those Esterlings over here. He could definitely go back and maybe creep the warclar, but as I said, most of the players choose the troller because it's faster to creep, and on level 2 Esterlings he could be able to do it even without Eye of Sauron, without the boost, but he chose the other side. He chose just to go toe to toe with Orc warriors who are just here to keep him busy. On the other hand, as you can see, orcs against orcs, not very that cost efficient. Definitely you want to keep those orcs on the defensive stance when you're attacking your opponent's orcs, and maybe aggressive when you're going around. As we can see, RandoM trying to take on the left, right side, trying to be everywhere. He got orc archers in place, so he will definitely take down those Esterlings with ease. And Ak3La just realized that he got to get away. And he is not creeping the warclar on the middle on his side, or his opponent's side actually, with another battalion of Esterlings. Maybe he's going towards those right side warclars, but he took so much time to do it. Now it looks like he's going just for Slaughterhouse, and it's definitely not what you want to do if you're facing some Orc warriors and or archers. Definitely not Esterlings against structures, not in this phase of the game. Other battalion of Esterlings just took the warclar. RandoM doesn't care about builder, it seems. Maybe he's not looking at it at the moment. And I still think that those orcs should be on defensive stance, even if they receive level 3. And Ak3La will creep 2 creeps in a measure of 3 minutes, I think. We are 3 minutes in the game. While RandoM will take down the first Slaughterhouse that he create. And RandoM, of course, is ahead of combined points. That means that he's ahead in income. While Ak3La was forced to create barricade expansion near the fortress, he got 2 Orc Pits and Hararian Palace still, but without economy. As we can see, he got 2 Slaughterhouses on the top side, but definitely they will be taken down in a matter of seconds and a matter of minutes. As we can see, RandoM is still going with Orc warriors all the time. He's pumping out those orcs everywhere, as we can see, in the base of his opponent, outside the base, so he's aware that his opponent got the entire top side with Slaughterhouses. And he's going for Nazgul first. This is the first hero that he got on the battlefield. Let's check the power points. Ak3La got 5 power points because of the work creeps, of course, and RandoM got 5 as well, so they're equal in those. But definitely RandoM got more command points in this moment and more map control, because he got this downside over here. He will take down the top side slaughterhouses from Ak3La, and it looks like that Ak3La is busy fighting on the other fronts, as we can see, completely out of position with those orc archers. Definitely those orcs could be enough to take down those orcs. And it's RandoM's time to deal more and more pressure towards his opponent. What he's doing actually all the time, he got his own Harari Palace, and he's going with Esterlings. He get 10 land, no, it was 10 land from Ak3La still, but as we can see, Eye of Sauron is in place. Orcs are going after orc archers, so they will not reach them in time. There is another battalion of orc archers. Those are on level 3, but they're not focusing the other hand, so Ak3La will win this fight, and this is why RandoM decided to go out of the Tenderland, because there is the only place that Ak3La could place the Tenderland, to be honest, to protect himself. Ak3La still trying to take down the slaughterhouses, but while he's doing it, there is more and more slaughterhouses that will appear sooner or later. As we can see, there is another builder for RandoM. Is he lost a builder actually? I don't think so, but I cannot see his builder. Oh, here he is. So we just add another builder because he got 1k resources and he definitely want to spend it as fast as possible. He got another Harari Palace. I think it was... maybe he doesn't remember that he got this one. And he's supply block actually at the moment. So overall, Ak3La deals some damage. He was able to stop the expansion of RandoM and do it himself for a bit, as we can see here. And he got industry on the first slaughterhouse that he created. But overall, RandoM is doing the same. There is this barricade on the middle, of course, to prevent everything that will go through the middle and taking it down as fast as possible. Nonetheless, Ak3La, for a time being, he's expanding as well. He can do it at the moment. He got industry on the back slaughterhouse, additional income. RandoM is going for the work layer actually, which is a good call, but I don't know why he used all those orcs to do it. He may as well go and harass his opponent, maybe being a little bit annoying. Out of position is this enemy's Nazgul as well, what he's trying to do with those orcs on the top side actually. Let's check the bases, what they get. Yeah, we got Tavern. Maybe Doom's Pizor could be useful in Mordor Mirror, because you want definitely some fell beasts, and definitely it's still in Mordor Mirrors, it's still about heroes that you wanna get access to more useful heroes. And at the moment, as we can see, RandoM just lost his Nazgul, unfortunate, towards those Esterlings, and I think he lost the builder as well, so he's not paying attention to the lower side of the map, but he's overwhelming his opponent at the moment. As we can see, there is nothing that will stop the reign of Esterlings and orcs on Ak3La's base. Ak3La got the Mumakil pit, of course, and he's going for Mumakil on the way, but it's a little bit too late, and he doesn't have enough slaughterhouses to support him. As we can see, all those slaughterhouses are going down. At least this Tenderland paying off, because this placement is pretty good for Ak3La. It's allow him to scare his opponent, and that is why RandoM is not going to take fight over here. Nonetheless, he will not take fight in the base of his opponent either way. You definitely want to just destroy the structures over here, which are slaughterhouses most of the time, with this unit composition with orcs and Esterlings. A level 3 on the slaughterhouse that got industry on it, 1k 100 resource from it. So it's pretty boosting the economy from Ak3La. He got almost 3k resources. I think he should expand a little bit more. He doesn't have combined points to fill it with, for example, Fell Beast, which is really good in Mordor Mirror. And how about Random? Random just spent some resources on something. And he got 800 combined points at the moment. And exactly, he's expanding on the lower side of the map. Well, Ak3La is here as well. He got some Corsairs on the field because he got this tavern in the back of his fortress, of course, and his base. And there is this lonely Mumakil, doesn't support it by anything. His charge attack has been used already on something, so it doesn't look good for him. And Nazgul has been killed actually over here. Now there is Sauron and Nazgul for random. So yeah, I think it was Ak3La's Nazgul head that been dropped. 14 power points for random, while Ak3La get barrage. So we take down 2 orc pits and I think slaughterhouse. Pretty good as a barrage, but nonetheless it will not stop the expansion and aggressive attacks from random. He could definitely take the net and create some lancers, or he can just pop out some more corsairs on the battlefield. And as we can see, random decided to go full army because he decided to go for darkness, which allow him to just gain some damage and armor for like 5 minutes. 3 minutes? 3 minutes, I think. This darkness stood for 3 minutes on the map, and you will gain 50% of damage, 33% of armor, and faster gaining experience, of course. And we got fire arrows from Ak3La, so it's desperate move from him because he doesn't know what to do at the moment. I think it's this desperate move, this kind of desperate move. His Nazgul is back, level 5 for him. He will lose some build there, as we can see, almost level 6 on Nazgul from random, but there is not enough units that he could level up on, so he will just chase maybe this Nazgul later on. Nonetheless, we can see that random take over the upper and downside. He is going for another creep, the last war creep that it stands in the map. And yeah, more and more slaughterhouses are going down because of Corsairs mostly, and random took definitely an advantage. He's almost ready to win the game. Another industry on the level 3 slaughterhouse from Ak3La, but doesn't look good for him. Either way, this slaughterhouse will not be touched, I think, from the entire game. There is Sauron, but this Sauron is on level 1, the other is on level 4. Low health Nazgul, pretty good micro over here. Nonetheless, this Mumakil pit may go down, and actually, if random even want to, he could use Evil Eye on the Nazgul, just punch him once and twice, and it's actually happened. Ak3La wasn't aware what is going on. His Nazgul received Morgul Blade, but Ak3La decided to give up. Maybe not give up, but he doesn't have any chance against overwhelming power of Mordor. Well, he doesn't have any units, or his heroes are going down one by one, giving experience to enemies' heroes. In mirrors, everything's matter. Definitely in Mordor mirrors, micro and hero levels matter the most. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this brief cast. Feel free to follow and subscribe. May the force be with you. Bye bye.